One, let's all hit start. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's do our usual breathing, getting into the zone. So sit up tall, lengthen your spine. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable. You can also, gaze softly in front of you. But let's take our three centering breaths together. So as you breathe in through the nose, raise your shoulders, expand your chest. Then as you breathe out, begin to settle into your mat, into your foundation. Okay, number two, let's breathe in through the nose. Give me a nice long breath out. Control the breath. Feel the air as it exits your lips. All right, last deep breath. Let's breathe in through the nose. And breathe out. Really begin to settle now. Okay, let's relax our bodies from top to bottom. So start from the top of your head, the crown of your head, down to your forehead. Iron out any wrinkles you might have. Relax your eyelids even further if your eyes are closed. Okay, down to your cheeks and your jaw. Okay, relax the whole head, down through the neck. All right, and let's work our way down to our shoulders. And let's breathe into our arms. So relaxing the upper arm through our forearm. And then take a moment, notice where your hands are, whether they're clasped gently in your lap or on your knees. It doesn't matter. Just relaxing your arms. Continue to breathe here. Okay. Then we'll work our way back to our chest, noticing how it expands and contracts as you breathe. Okay. Let's take a deep belly breath now in the middle here. So breathe in, feel your belly expand, and then let it contract as you breathe out. All right, to the lower half of our body. So notice how your bottom feels against your mat or your cushion. And how your quads, your hamstrings feel. Maybe they're sore or tired from the weekend. If you're sitting cross-legged, how your shins feel against your feet. And in turn, how your feet feel against the mat. And still sitting, breathing gently. Maybe there's sounds around you in your house. Just letting those be. Just coming back to the breath. In our last minute or so, I want you to just sit here and breathe. All right. Then as we come back together, let's take one last deep breath. And I want you to hold it at the top. So let's breathe into the nose, holding it. And I'll play the singing bowl. When you hear it being played, you can release. So let's release the breath, open up our eyes. I would say let's adjust the light. We don't really have any natural light yet. That's okay. Let's do one for our spine. So let's turn counterclockwise. Ooh. So press the right palm into the left knee. Left palm or left fingertips are pressed on the floor behind you. Let's turn, gently twisting the spine. And just looking back behind you as far as you can while feeling that twist. Let's gently unwind, coming back to center. Let's twist the other way. Ooh, Max is here. Hello, Max. All right, pressing the left palm into the right knee. Right palm is pressing, turning. Yeah, you can turn your chin in towards that right shoulder as you look to the right. And let's remember to connect the breath with the movement every time you breathe out. See if you can push a little bit further. Let's come back to center. We'll get one for our sides. So let's take our arms and our hands, reach up towards the ceiling. Let's start on the left. So plant the left palm. Right arm goes over your head towards the upper left-hand corner of the room. And then remember to keep that right sit bone planted as you reach. Okay, and if you have a kink in the elbow, straighten up that forearm. No yawning. Remember, this is a video chat, not a phone call. Big brother is watching. All right, let's take that left palm, left hand, reach it up. Let's get the other side. Right palm is on the mat. Left arm is reaching. I think that was one of the few books I read cover to cover my senior year of high school, 1984. Everything else I cliff noted. I got no shame. All right, continue to reach. Feel the stretch from your left hip through your left fingertips. And then let's bring that right hand back up top. The hands, heart center, and then we'll get our inner thighs. So bring the soles of the feet together. You're clapping with your feet. Bring the heels in towards your soft tissues, the knees drop. And then just lean forward gently. Okay. You'll feel it. Hopefully you'll feel it. All right, let's take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, round at your back and reach your fingertips on the floor in front of you. Crawling. Letting the knees drop even further. Ooh. All right, that's about good. Ugh. Let's stand up. Let's get our hamstrings. Okay, take your time. Ooh, there's cracking. Hello. Okay, nice wide stance, toes facing forward. You want to be lengthwise with your mat. Let's start by reaching up towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, swan dive forward, all the way down, keeping the legs straight. Okay, your fingertips or hands can be on the mat. Maybe gently pushing yourself towards the back of the room, supporting yourself. All right, let's fold our arms and rest your forehead on your forearms. And if it's comfortable, rock gently side to side.
Getting a little bit deeper with each rocking rock. Every time you go to the side, feel the stretch get deeper, whatever. All right, let's take it a step further if you want. Let's clasp the fingertips behind you and then reach your arms towards the front of the room or towards the ceiling. Feel those shoulders stretch out. And maybe dropping a little bit further towards the ground, towards the back of the room. Those hamstrings are starting to feel pretty happy right now. All right, and then let's release the hands and plant the right palm on the floor. And then open up your chest as you reach the left fingertips towards the ceiling. Okay, turn the chin towards the ceiling. Think about your arms as a vertical line. Give me an active stretch. So reach for the ceiling with the left fingertips and then press into the floor with the right palm, the right fingertips. And as you breathe out here, gently bring the left arm back down to the ground and then switch palms. So left palm is planted, right arm, right fingertips are reaching for the ceiling. Okay, those hamstrings are feeling real good now. All right, let's bring that right arm back down. And then a slow 10 count. Let's let the head and the upper body dangle. We're going to straighten up. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we can bring the feet together. We're going to get our necks next. Hey, I love saying that one. All right, let's chicken wing on the right side. So grab the left wrist behind your back. Okay, and then drop the head to the chicken wing side. Okay, so grab the wrist. The whole point is pulling the left shoulder down. So you drop your head towards the right. Anywho, let's tilt the head back and look up and feel the stretch rotate to the front of your neck. And let's roll the head forward as we look down. Move. All right, and then back to the center and then switch sides. So now I'm grabbing my right wrist with my left hand, dropping my head over to the left. All right, let's look down at the ground or down at your toes to start on this side. All right, let's tilt our head and look up. Back to center. And back to neutral, you release the right wrist. Let's do another neck stretch. So take your hands, pretend like you're trying to reach for the ground. Okay, active stretch, and then drop your chin to the top of your chest. Let's roll our head to the right. You're trying to listen to your right ear. We're gonna do 2 cycles for each side. So let's gently roll the head over to the left. Let's roll our head to the other side. Hopefully you feel that in the back and the sides of your neck. Last time on the left. And let's roll our head back to the center so the chin's at the top of your chest. Bring your head back to neutral. All right, let's get our shoulders. I'm gonna start with my right. So right arm across the top. Just getting ready for our downward dog and stuff. All right, and then switch arms. The left arm is across the top. And it can either be across the shoulder or going with a T-lock, whichever works best for you. All right, let's release the left arm. Let's get the right arm behind the head. Pull on the right elbow. Hopefully you feel that stretch in your tricep. All right, swapping to the left. All right, you release the left arm. We're going to rotate back to the lower half of our body. Let's stand lengthwise with our mat. Let's do a split leg hamstring stretch. So your left foot's in front, your left toes are facing forward, your heels are in line. Let's start the arms up top. And then as you breathe out, swan dive over your straight left leg. Don't bend at the knee. Okay, support yourself, either hands on the shin, hands on the ankle, fingertips on the floor. But the important part here is drive the right hip towards the front ankle. Square up your hips. Feel that pinch in your left hamstring. Every time you breathe out, sink lower into the stretch. And get pretty deep in that hamstring stretch. Let's go one more breath out. Get even deeper now. All right, to come out of it, bend the left knee and then come on up. Then switch sides. You can either pivot 180 degrees or just switch legs, whichever works. Now my right leg is out in front. My arms are reaching up. And then I'm breathing out as I swan dive over my straight right leg. Okay, we're going to breathe. Ooh. Let's take one deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, bend the right knee and then come on up. Ooh. All right, and then find a nice medium width stance. Toes are facing at about 45 degrees. Okay, we're going to do Malasana. You can start with your hands at heart center if that's comfortable. And then let's gently lower yourself down. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Kind of choose your own adventure here. Or I guess we're always choosing our own adventure. Whichever's comfortable or not. Oh. One more breath. So I'm breathing in. And then I'm going to put my hands on my legs and my knees, support myself. Oh, maybe groan as you come out. Oh, hello. All right, let's do some moving options. I'm going to come to the front of my mat, stand up nice and tall. Let's bring our arms up top. Let's do 2 practice swan dives. So swan dive down, come up to flat back, resting the hands on the knees or the shins. And then breathing out, rounding out the back, and then reverse swan dive until your hands are at the top. Okay, hands at the top. That's 1. Let's swan dive down for number 2. Come on up to flat back. Enjoying that little stretch. And then rounding out the back, reaching back down, eyes up, reverse swan dive. So the hands are at the top. All right, let's get started. Swan dive
all the way down, up to flat back. And then on this exhale, round out the back, plant both palms. Let's step back into plank. Okay, take your time getting there. And then let's chaturanga down into an upward dog. Woo. All right, let's come back to plank. Give me a push up here if you like. And into our first downward dog of the day, the morning, maybe life, whatever. In our first downward dog, I always like to focus on the calves. So let's bend the left knee and drive the right heel down. Okay, let's switch sides. Let's bend the right knee, drive the left heel down, pushing the floor away with our palms. Back to the right. Let's do 3 full cycles. Back to the left. Okay, hopefully that feels nice and stretchy on the calves. Okay, last time on just the right side. All right, and then over to the left to round it out. All right, and then let's coming back into a downward dog. And let's do our sun salutation. So from here, let's step our feet gently towards our hands, and then reverse swan dive till the hands are at the top. Swan dive down, up to flat back. Rounding at the back, plant both palms, stepping into plank, and then let's chaturanga down, move an upward dog. Back to plank. Give me a push up here if you'd like, and into downward dog. And then we're going to do a crescent pose, maybe some other stretches. So bring the feet and legs together. Let's float the right heel into the air. And then swing the right leg forward and plant it in front. And let's do a runner's pose. So support yourself with your right leg. Your fingertips should be barely touching the floor. And then let's do a runner's stretch. So bring the hands or the palms on the left side of the right foot. Okay, you can either support yourself with your fingertips, maybe your palms are on the mat. You should feel that stretch in the right hamstring and the right hip. That back heel is off the mat. If you can come down to your elbows, great. If you can't, that's okay. All right, let's return to runner's pose. So supporting yourself with your right foot, fingertips barely touching the mat. And then let's bring the arms up top for crescent pose. Okay, both arms are reaching for the ceiling. That back heel is reaching for the mat. And then from here, we're going to go into our prayer twist. So bring the hands to heart center. And then press the left elbow into the right knee. Right elbow is pressed or reaching, pointed towards the ceiling. Hands are stacked. Say hello to the right glute. Who doesn't love a good butt cheek stretch? We're breathing. Hopefully we're laughing. I'm laughing, whatever, I don't need you. All right, let's return to crescent pose. Okay, arms are reaching for the ceiling. And then on your next out breath, bring the hands back down, plant the palms. Right leg comes back to plank. Let's chaturanga down into an upward dog. Back to plank. Let's step the feet towards the hands. Give me a nice reverse swan dive. The hands at the top. Swan dive down. Up to flat back. Rounding at the back, pressing both palms into the mat, stepping back to plank, and then chaturanga down. Do an upward dog. Woo.
back to plank. Give me a push up here and into downward dog. And let's get the other side. So feet and legs together. We're going to float that left heel into the air. And then swing that left leg forward and plant it in front. Okay, we're a runner's pose. Fingertips barely touching the floor. All right, let's go to runner's stretch. Palms or fingertips on the right side of the left foot. That left hamstring is getting a little bit deeper in the stretch. Woo! Right. And then let's return to a runner's pose, fingertips barely touching the mat. And then swing the arms up for crescent pose. Okay, hopefully that front knee is tracking over the front ankle, arms, fingertips reaching for the ceiling. Don't let the elbows flare out. Definitely feel that in my right hip. And let's bring the hands to heart center and transition into prayer twist on the left. Okay, right elbow is pressed into the left knee, hands are stacked. Left elbow is pointed towards the ceiling. So what are we doing? We're breathing, stretching. Okay, settle in a little bit more to that pose. And then we're going to pop back into crescent pose. Arms are reaching for the ceiling. And then let's bring the arms back down, plant both palms. Left leg comes back to plank, and let's chaturanga down or upward dog. Woo. Back to plank, step the feet towards the hands for a reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top, swan dive down. Those hamstrings are starting to feel pretty good. Up to flat back. Okay, exhale, rounding at the back, plant both palms, step back to plank, and let's chaturanga down, or upward dog. Back to plank, give me a push up here, and into downward dog. And let's do a warrior sequence. We're back on the right leg, so feet and legs together in the back. Float that right heel into the air. Let's swing it through and plant it in front. And then as your arms come up, that back heel comes down for warrior one. Okay, maybe take a moment to admire the definition in your right leg. And then look forward. Continue to reach for the ceiling with those arms. Settling with the breath. All right, arms front and back for warrior two. Okay, palms are parallel. And then let's dip back into reverse warrior. Okay. Right fingertips are reaching overhead behind us towards the back of the room. And then back, warrior two. All right, let's do some triangle pose. So reach as far forward as you can with the right fingertips. And if you can't reach anymore, drop the right hand or right fingertips down to the mat. Left finger arm is reaching for the ceiling. And then turn the chin and look up. All right, we're going to do the pretzel variation today. So take that left arm and drop it behind your lower back. Take that right arm, reach underneath your right leg. See if you can make contact and feel all your joints crinkle. And then open up your left shoulder and chest and turn your chin and look up. Okay, this is going to burn in the right leg. You love it. I love it anyways. Y'all are all mute, so I'm just talking to myself anyways. Watching the clouds move by and holding the pose. And then we're going to release in 3, 2, 1. Right palm returns to the mat. Left fingertips are reaching up. And then let's pop up and return to warrior two. And then let's undo everything.
Dip back into reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Let's swing that left arm forward and up for warrior one. And then as your arms come up, that back heel comes down, plant both palms. Right leg comes back to plank. And let's chaturanga down into our upward dog. Back to plank, step the feet towards the hands for a reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top. Swan dive, back down, up to flat back. And that's round at the back, planting both palms and step back to plank. And that's chaturanga down into an upward dog. Back plank, push up here if you'd like, and into downward dog. Hello. All right, let's repeat that whole sequence on the left. So feet and legs together. Float that left heel into the air. And let's swing that left leg through and plant it in front and come into warrior one. Okay, arms are reaching for the ceiling. Don't let those elbows flare. And then come into warrior two. Okay, chin should be pointed forward. Palms are parallel. Arms are parallel to the ground. My neighbor's leaving for work. Goodbye, neighbor. Let's dip back into reverse warrior. Sorry for added commentary. Back to warrior two. All right, now let's reach forward with those left fingertips. Reach, 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 reach. You can reach no longer. Left palm, left fingertips come down. Right fingertips reaching for the ceiling. Turn the chin and look up. Whew. All right, we all know what's coming. Drop that right arm behind your lower back. Left arm goes underneath the left leg. Open up that right shoulder and chest. If you can make contact, great. If you can't, that's okay. Choose your own adventure, just like the children's books. What are we doing? We're breathing, we're holding, we're stretching for another 3, 2, 1. Release left palms on the mat, right fingertips reach up. Okay, and let's pop up into warrior two. Woo. Making noises. Let's dip back into reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Okay, right arm swings forward up for warrior one. And then as your arms come down, your back heel comes up, plant both palms. Left leg comes back to plank. And let's chaturanga down. Do an upward dog. Back to plank, step the feet towards the hands. And then reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top. Swan dive back down. Up to flat back. Rounding out the back, planting both palms. Let's step back to plank. Okay, and in this chaturanga, lower your entire body down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Hands are underneath the shoulders. And give me a nice cobra. Okay, cobra is exactly like upward dog, except the legs are on the ground. If you want to, you can even look up, stretching the front of your neck. That's a weird stretch. But I definitely feel that in my belly and my core. All right, you can look forward and then turn your head to the right as you look towards your right heel. Okay, hopefully you feel that a little bit more in your hip. And then let's turn and look the other way, looking towards the left heel, dropping the right hip down a little bit closer to the mat. All right, let's turn our head back forward. Come into a child's pose.
Okay, knees are about as wide as your mat. Forearms are planted in front of you. And just take a moment. I'm gonna settle with the breath. I'm gonna take a drink of water because I've been talking for 33 minutes straight. All right, water bottle down. Returning to child's pose. All right, let's do an elevated child's pose. So slide forward until your bottom's up in the air. You're on your knees. And then we're going to thread the needle. Let's work on the spine. So take that right arm and reach it towards your left. Drop the right shoulder down to the mat. And then as you breathe out, rotate that right arm and reach it up towards the ceiling. Okay, open up that right shoulder. And then let's reach through once again. Number two, we're going to do 3 times each side. Right shoulder's on the mat. And then let's rotate, open it up. Ooh. All right, last time for the right. Reaching through, dropping the shoulder down. Last time, reaching up the right side. And then on this time, return the right arm forward and let's get the other side. So threading arm through, dropping left shoulder, and then rotating, opening up that chest on the left side. And then let's thread through once again. Ooh. Ugh. All right, opening it up. Sorry for the groan. I think this is number 2. Okay, last time threading through. Okay. And then last time opening it up on the left side. All right, and then returning the left arm forward. Let's come onto all fours. We're gonna do a cat-cow. So the knees are under the hips, palms are underneath the shoulders. You can untuck the toes if that's comfortable. And let's do 5 breath cycles. So as you breathe in, bring the head and bottom up, pressing the chest down to the mat. And then as you breathe out, round out the back, pressing the spine up towards the ceiling. Okay. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head down. Inhale, head up. Exhale, head back down. That's 3. 2 more. Inhale, head up. Okay. Exhale, down. All right, 1 more cycle here. Inhale, head up. Exhale, down. Okay. And then come to our neutral spine. And since we're already on our palms, return to a plank position. We're going to do pigeon pose. So let's start on the right leg. So right leg forward. Okay. Untuck the back toes. Oh, hello, right glute. No yawning, Marilla. Oh, oh my goodness. They really beat me up yesterday. Ugh. Yes, I hurt everywhere in the lower half of my body. Uh,
That just means you need to do more of it.
that's true. We have 7 weeks till Wildflower. At any rate, continue to settle into that stretch. Hopefully you feel, I would specify somewhere on the right side, but really it's just everywhere. Let's hold it for another 15 or so seconds, and then we'll add the left quad stretch. I'll let you know. Okay, that's about long enough. So plant both palms in front.
Okay, push your torso up and then reach back behind you with your left arm. Pull the left heel in towards your bottom. Feel that left quad. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's hold this for another 15 seconds because I definitely need it today. And another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's release the left side. Plant both palms in front of you. Turn that right leg to plank. And then step the left foot forward. And then same thing. Untuck the right foot. Okay, find that position that stretches out everything on the left. Get as low as you can. Ugh. All right, let's take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, settle in even further onto that left hip, left glute. And then bringing both palms to the mat in front of you, gently push your torso up and let's reach back with the right arm, pulling in the right heel. Low right quad. Under 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's release that right foot. Get off our left leg. Let's do some. Oh, let's do table. So have a seat. We're gonna plant our feet in front of us, and then plant your palms behind you, both about shoulder distance, and then prop yourself up into a table, pressing your pelvis up towards the ceiling. And you feel that stretch in your shoulders, your bicep. It's also working the glutes and the hamstrings. Oop, I think I just paused my watch, but that's okay. All right, continually pushing your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Remember, we want an active pose, active stretch. And then as you breathe out here, gently lower your bottom back down to the mat. Don't crash. And then keeping the legs where they are, let's lie down on our backs. Oh, we're gonna get our glutes. So keeping the left foot planted, bring the right ankle onto the left quad. Let's grab our left shin. Okay, hopefully begin to feel that stretch in the right glute. And let's do our 3 breaths. And every time you breathe out, I want you to relax and get deeper into that stretch. So let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out to the mouth. Okay, for 1. And then breathe into the nose and release. Oh my goodness. All right, one more time on the right side. Let's breathe into the nose and breathe out to the mouth. Very good. All right, let's release the left side and then plant the right foot down. Left ankle is planted on the right quad, right knee. And let's grab the right side. Oh. All right, my left side has me just as tight as my right, but that's okay. Let's repeat our 3 breaths, breathing into the nose Out to the mouth. Number 2, let's breathe in. Long, controlled breath out. Last time, breathing into the nose. Out to the mouth. All right, let's release the right shin. We're going to stand our backs for happy baby. So both legs come up in the air. You can either grab the outside parts of your feet or grab your big toe, whatever. Pulling your knees in towards your underarms. You should feel that in your inner thighs, and then rock side to side. Okay. And then notice how your spine feels against your mat, massaging it while you're actively pulling down on your feet to feel the inner thighs. It's kind of a 2-for-1, 2-in-1, two-for, combo, whatever. All right, give yourself one last pull on those feet. And then let's drop the legs back down. We're going to come to bridge. We're going to stay on our backs. So feet are planted about shoulder width apart. And then as you press your pelvis up towards the mat, clasp your fingertips underneath you, or hands underneath you. Ooh. Okay, don't let the knees bow out. Pretend like you're holding a ball in between your knees. Okay, your glutes and your hamstrings should tighten up here. Woo. All right, and then one vertebra at a time, gently come back down. Boom. Oh. All right, let's do another one for our spines. I'm gonna move my stuff out of the way here. 1 second. All right. So let's relax our legs down onto the mat. And let's begin by hugging in our right knee towards our chest. Okay, you can just pull it in as much as you want or as little as you want. And let's start by pulling the right knee out towards the right, feeling the stretch on the inner thigh area, where your leg meets your hip, whatever that section of our body is called. I didn't pay attention in science ever. All right, legs back to center, grabbing your right knee with your left hand, pull that right leg over to the left side of your body. Right arm comes out to the right, looking towards the right. Yeah, I know this one has a lot of directions, but you should feel your spine twisting, trying to get your right knuckles and your right knee both down on the mat. Okay, think of your spine like a damp rag, and you're trying to wring it out. With each out breath, see if you can get further into that twist. Let's do 2 more deep breaths. So let's breathe in through the nose, out to the mouth. Okay, 1 more. Let's breathe in. And long, controlled breath out. All right. Let's return that right leg back to center. And then let's hug the left knee in. Okay, enjoying that little stretch here. We're still pulling. Remember, it's an active pull. Ooh. And then let's bring the left knee out to the left. You need to balance yourself by sticking out your right arm, so be it. Ugh. All right. Left leg back to center, and then pull your left knee over to the right side of your body.
Left arm is out to the left. You're looking towards the left. Let's do 3 breaths for this side. I feel a little more tight. So breathe in through the nose. And then breathe out through the mouth. Okay, number 2, let's breathe in. And then long breath out, relaxing, watching that left hand get closer to the floor. And last time, let's really make it count. Breathe into the nose. And then out the mouth. Ooh. All right, let's bring that left leg back over. Oh my goodness. All right, let's sit on up. Ooh. Let's get our hamstrings and our hips. I'm going to start with my left leg extended out in front, bringing in my right heel, letting my right knee drop down. Okay, remember with your left foot, you want to flex your foot. Here, I'll turn slightly towards the camera. So your toes are facing the ceiling. Okay, I'm going to add the arms up top. And then as you breathe out, okay, even stretch. Grab that left foot. Back of the left knee is on the mat. And if you want to add a bonus side stretch, take that right hand and instead of grabbing the inside part of the foot, grab the outside part. You should feel that bonus side stretch on the right side of your body. Okay, think of the crown of your head. Think if there was a string attached to the top of your head to your feet. See if you can shorten that string. What are we doing? We're breathing. Yeah, love hearing that. Yeah, let's give yourself 2 more breaths here. 1 more. Very nice. Gently release. Okay, hopefully that left leg's starting to feel pretty happy. Oh, look at that face of Morella. Face of happiness, face of sadness. We don't really know. Only Morella knows. All right, right leg is extended out. Left heel is in towards that soft tissue. Arms are up top. Right foot is flexed. And then exhaling over that straight right leg. Okay. Both arms, both hands are stretching evenly. Ooh. I can tell my right hamstring is a lot more flexible than my left. That's okay. That's why we work on it. Okay, we're still stretching, still holding. Let's repeat those 2 breaths. I'll call it out for this side. So let's breathe in and then release. All right, 1 more. Let's breathe in and then long breath out. Very nice. Let's release the right side and then let's get both sides together. All right, so quads, knees, shins, ankles, toes, feet together. Feet are flexed, arms are up top. And then I'm breathing out as I stretch evenly. Let's see if I can go over the toes, or choose your own adventure. You know who you are. If the toes feel easy, okay, go from the toes and the hands and fingers are slowly creeping down to the heels. If the heels feel easy, it might be time for a yoga block. Let's see if I can do that today. It might feel like a stretch today. Oh, all right, we're gonna hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. You keep your legs where they are. We're gonna do our closing sequence, so lie down on your back. Okay, everyone's favorite, the full body destroyer, corpse pose, shavasana, call it what you want, I don't care. Arms are at your sides. I want you to do a body check, see how you feel. So let's relax head to toe, close your eyes, whatever. I won't say anything for 60 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, that's about a minute. Keep your eyes closed, but come back to life slowly. Let's bring our arms overhead, point the toes at the bottom. Maybe a morning stretch. Maybe groaning, wriggling side to side. You know, while we're at it, grab your right wrist with your left hand and lean over towards the left. Feel that whole right side. And then reverse it. So grabbing the left wrist, reaching over to the right. Ooh, nice. And then roll over to one side and rest your head and face right on your hands. Just settle it. Ooh. All right. And then whichever arm is on top, plant that palm on the floor or the mat. Then gently push yourself back up. Ooh. Return to cross-legged position. Sitting up tall, you can close your eyes here if that's comfortable. But let's do our 3 audible breaths. So let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound. All right, number 2, let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound. Last one, let's make it count. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound.
Our hands to namaste at heart center. You may repeat after me if you like. May you have clear and kind intention. Let's raise our hands to our foreheads. May you have clear and kind thoughts. Bring our hands to our lips. May you have clear and kind communications. Returning our hands to our hearts. And as always, the light in me celebrates and honors the light in you. Namaste, my friends.
There.
Remember to pause your watch if you recorded it. Ugh.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day, everyone.
Ugh, have a good
Bye.
week.
All right.
Ugh.
Thanks.
Alrighty. Bye.
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 Want to say hello to the cat? Wait.
Oh,
where's-
yeah.
He's been in this position the entire time.
Oh.
Oh, and he's gone.
Yep.
Oh.
He's trying to escape.
Oh, all the kittens.
Anyhow.
All right.
Goodbye,
Bye, y'all.
everybody.
Great Monday.
Bye.
Oh, there's your kitty. Thank you, Leah.
Bye.
Bye.